Welcome back to the last episode. After 4 days, I don't need a bodyguard to follow me to Yili Jungkook. Thanks it crossing his arm. He is annoyed by how Jungkook is not letting him be alone from the day he discharged from hospital. Baby, Jungkook said, walking forward to hug Taehyung. Please, baby. Jungkook did not argue. He begged. Okay, you don't need to beg for it. Bye, see you later, thanks Sid, and picked Jungkook's lips before walking into the backseat of the car. Stay with him all day until reaches home. Stay outside every class he enters and watches him. Don't let anyone near Taehyung. I'm getting threats from unknown persons, so I'm not sure what they want, but I don't want to risk. I am counting on you, on your Nick. Jungkook said, patting Nick's shoulder, who is one of the strong and trusted, worthy person of his mafia. I will protect Mr. Kim, mafia boss. Nick bowed his head and walked to the driver's seat of the car that Taehyung got in just now. Jungkook watched the car drive away from him. He sat and walked back to his office. His workplace. The day went good. It's 3 o'clock in the evening. Jungkook is waiting for Nick to bring Taehyung back to his office so they could go home together. Jungkook was busy in his work. He lost the time track. When he realized it's 4 o'clock and Taehyung did not come back, Jungkook started worrying. Ring. Mafia boss voice said from the other side. Someone came. They took Sir Taehyung with them. They shot me on my leg. They took him. Mafia boss, I'm sorry, I could not save him. The voice said like he was in deep pain. What the heck? Jungkook yelled. Before Jungkook could respond to the person, the door of his cabin burst open, relieving Namjoon. He is breathing heavily like he just ran a mile. Namjoon stood there holding the door, catching his breath. That bastard Hon, he is alive. He took Taehyung. That freaking bastard called me himself. He will be dead for real this time. Namjoon spit angrily, making Jungkook shock freak. Jungkook crushed, catching his head. Jungkook's eyes filled with anger. He opened the upper drawer and pulled the weapon out. He clenches in his hand and walked towards the door. Jungkook wait. Namjoon stopped catching Jungkook for harm. Jungkook did not stop. Jungkook, let me handle this, Namjoon said, trying to stop Jungkook before he could do something. Jungkook regrets. Hoon took Taehyung for an unknown reason. He asked Namjoon to come alone. He may hurt Taehyung if they try something. Jungkook is so angry to think straight. So Namjoon stopped Jungkook. Jungkook, I told you I will handle. Namjoon said, walking behind Jungkook. No, pa. Jungkook shouted in anger. Jungkook. Namjoon catch his son's forearm and stopped him from walking. This is all started because of me. This is all because of the things that happened in the past. He started it because he wanted something from me. This is all involved with me. All started by me. So let me be the one who ends this. Let me handle this, Namjoon said, trying to convince Jungkook. Jungkook pulled his hand from his dad's grip. I know, Dad, I know, but the person he took Mathe, I can't sit here and wait for you to handle everything when I should be the one to kill that freak and save my love. Jungkook shook his head in anger, clenched the weapon in his hand. Namjoon sighed when he realized he can't change his son's mind. He wanted me to come alone to get Taehyung. If not, look, Jungkook, we can't risk when he has Taehyung with him. Namjoon exclaimed, that's freaking pistol. I will kill him before he lay a finger on Taehyung. Jungkook said angrily, okay, let's go, but don't try anything out of anger. He had Taekook with him. We could not risk them on matter what. No matter what, Jungkook finished when he saw the anger his son had. However, I'm not going alone, so bring my other sons too, Namjoon said, indicating Hobi, Minho, and Yoongi. After 2 hours, Namjoon and Jin stepped out of the car with weapons tucked in their pants like the power couple they are. As they started walking to the large wooden gate in front of them, the four-pillar walked behind them like lion ready to kill their prey. Jungkook walked in the middle with his signature weapon tucked in his pants and bullets in his inner coat, wearing a deadly, scary look on his face, just like a typical mafia boss. Minho at the right with a weapon too, ready to drag the deadly crowd of people wearing his usual smock. Yoongi beside Hobi with his weapon ready to put the bullets into the people's heads without delay. Hobi walking at the left side of Jungkook, dressed like a businessman, but he has a killer side like every other pillar of Seoul. There are 2 guards at the last wooden gate. They are supposed to allow only Namjoon inside alone, but people who came along with Namjoon left no choice for the guards to stop them. That's how intimidating they are all. Namjoon and Jin walk inside the mansion with their 4 sons walking like pillars behind them inside the gates. It's a big mansion with a wide garden in front of it and a pool beside it. They did not find trouble finding the prey they were about to kill. He sat on the couch in the garden, legs crossed, scrolling his phone with 5 men standing behind the couch with weapon. One of the guards bent to Hoon's ear to whisper him about the Namjoon's presence. A smirk made its way to Hoon's lips as he looked towards the side his guards pointed, but his smirk vanished when he saw Namjoon is not alone. Then he started clenching out of nowhere, removing the crossed leg. Welcome back, the Mafia King. Hoon smirked as Namjoon walked to him. Have a seat, Hoon said, still smirking, pointing to the couch placed across the couch. He said, Jungkook took a seat on a single couch placed beside three-seat couch. Namjoon sat. Yoongi and Hobi stood behind the couch. Namjoon, Jin sat crossing their arms in front of their chest, and Minho stood behind Jungkook with his hand inside his pockets. Hoon eyed at Jungkook and Minho before he landed on Jungkook, who sat with leg crossed like an angry lion which is ready to kill his prey. I turned to Namjoon. Seems like the Mafia King did not get it that I asked him to come alone. How rude to bring uninvited guests. Hoon sighed, sitting back, placing his hand on the top of the couch. Where is Taekook? Namjoon asked, right to the point. My son, oh, he is just had dinner and taking a nap, Hoon said, like he is talking about his own son who is living with him from a long time. Don't play around. We all know he is not your son. Namjoon warned. Hey, wait, isn't that Jin? I knew it from the beginning. You always had that look when Namjoon was around. But who thought Mafia King would fall for guy who walks in his company? How ironic. Hoon mocked at their relationship. None of the Mafia boss family responded. Where is Taekook? Namjoon asked again. Hoon completely ignored Namjoon's words. I should have killed Jin if I knew you fell for him. You know, revenge and all. Now I think I made the biggest mistake not killing this lover of yours. I thought he was just a dude who had a crush on Mafia boss, but nah. He interfered into my plans and spoiled them. Hoon smirked, replaced with anger as he looked at the poor couple. Namjoon Jin in front of him. Hoon hissed, gritting his teeth at Namjoon and Jin. Shut the freak up. I asked about Taehyung. Now answer me before I kill you, Namjoon said in a cold tone and bring severe into your spine, placing his weapon on the table in front of the couch. Freak, Hoon repeated under his breath, laughing out loud. Of course it's freak now, Hoon said, fixing his collar. What were the things you were asking just now? Hoon asked innocently. Jungkook is pissed off terribly. Just another freak word from Hoon. He is gonna put a bullet into his head. Why the freak did you bring Taehyung? Jungkook said. For the first time, Hoon turned around to Jungkook with a smirk. You have a potential mafia boss there, Hoon commented with a smirk, looking at the fire in Jungkook's eyes. For your information, that kid Taehyung is my son, and I am not giving my son to anyone, Hoon said calmly. You are just trying to make your death painful. Namjoon warned angrily. Oh, now what's that again? Hoon laughed at Namjoon's warning. We freaking know that he is not your son. Stop playing fool, Namjoon said. Who said? Taehyung is my son, my precious He gave him my last name to our son, Kim Taehyung. Oh, how sweet of her, Hoon said with a smirk. He knew Taehyung is not his son, but he is still playing for some reason. Just having your last name does not make him your son, Hoon. Namjoon split his name coldly. You have proof? Hoon asked with a raised eyebrow. Hoon thought Taehyung was with him, and Taehyung has no use for Hoon, so Hoon did not mind Taehyung all these years, but now Taehyung became useful too, so he claimed Taehyung as his son to gain what he wants. Then Hoon got to know that his supposed to be son is in love with Mafia boss Absol. After all these years, Hoon ended up clashing with Mafia boss. He has a family, Namjoon said silly. How did not thought about it? I should have killed them if I knew it, Hoon said, shaking his head at his stupidity. It's not late. I can kill them and claim him as my son, Hoon said with a shrug. What the frick did you say? Hobie shouted, taking his weapon out of his mention of his lover's family. Whoa, Hoon whistled at Hobie, who pointed at him with a smirk. Believe me, young boy, you don't want to do that. It's my territory. You don't get out alive from here. If you try something, Hoon said confidently. Hobie, keep the weapon down, Jin said calmly. Hobie is still angry but dead. As Jin said, what do you want from Taehyung? Namjoon asked, eyeing Hoon. I know you are smart, Hoon smirked. So here is the thing. A mafia of Mexico is so upset with my son Taehyung. By the second he saw Taehyung, so he wants my son. I want his wealth and power. We are exchanging goods, Hoon said. See, I tried hard to claim Seoul, but I failed and I gave up. Now I got another chance to own wealth and power. I am not giving up again, Hoon said, looking straight at Namjoon. Cut the freak off. If I don't see Taehyung in a minute, I will fill your body with this. Jungkook shouts angrily, stood up with his weapon in his hand. Are you threatening me in my own territory? Hoon raised his voice too. You have 1 minute. Jungkook warned, looking at his wristwatch, pointing his weapon at Hoon. Kill them, Hoon shouted at the 5 guards standing behind him. All the 5 guards fell on the ground even before they could raise their weapons up. Yoongi used his weapon to shoot. Hobi flew a knife towards a guard. He also used his weapon to shoot another guard. At the same time, Minho shot the guard standing near to him. Jin shot the guard standing in the middle. He just wanted to show off his newly learned shooting skill to his husband. I know I am the best, Jane winked back. You thought I have only 5 men in the territory. You all will be dead before you could reach the gate, Hoon shouted, standing up as he saw his gas fell on the ground within a second. Bring it on. I am not living here without Taehyung, and of course you're dead. Jungkook said, pointing his weapon at Hoon. Doors of the mansion opened. Guards walked into the garden with weapons. Let's throw some red liquid, baby. Hobie picked the youngest, adjusting his clenched brass and wearing it in another hand. He did not even have time to respond to Case. Hobie started shooting forward, followed by Yoongi charging towards the man with weapons. Minho joined them too. Don't die on your first fight. Namjoon bumped his shoulder to Jin, who snorted at that comment. I am practicing weapon shoot for years. I know I am the best, Jin said, joining them to the fight. Namjoon eyed Hoon. Where is Taehyung? Namjoon asked. Hoon did not respond. He tried to grab his weapon from the back. Speaking mother, forgot Taehyung. Jungkook shouted, shooting Hoon's hand that he tried to take the weapon. Hoon fell on the ground with pain, clenching his hand with another. Still not speaking well, Jungkook showed his another hand too. Hoon shouted in pain, still not opening his mouth to speak about them. Jungkook, why don't you look inside the house? I will accompany him until you come back, Namjoon said with a knowing smirk. Don't kill him yet, Dad. Maybe he hired Taehyung somewhere else. Jungkook said thoughtfully, sure son. Namjoon said as Jungkook walked into the house, shooting everyone who got in the way. Stop! Jungkook heard a familiar voice while he was checking every room in the mansion, killing every man who tried to stop him. Jungkook followed the sound and reached the room, which was closed and locked. Everything is silent for a minute. He only hear the sounds and shouts sound from outside the mansion. Jungkook heard the cry again. This time it's hard. Freak. Jungkook crashed, trying to open the door. It was locked. Jungkook crashed, hitting his head to the door as he is trying to open the door. Sobs. Jungkook kicked the door open. No. Jungkook's eyes filled with rage by the sight he saw as he opened the door. Mother, you are dead. Jungkook yelled, pointing the weapon at. Thanks, Bobby. I was pulled into a car by some unknown person. Then I lost my conscience out of nowhere. When I wake up in this room, I freaked out. I shouted, hit the door, tried to jump off the window, but nothing worked. Everything is locked. I was locked in this room for God knows how many hours. After trying everything, I ended up sitting on the floor beside the bed. My thoughts drifted to Jungkook. Just thought of Jungkook. Tears started falling from my eyes. I can't stop them. I am helpless. I don't know what I am doing here. I don't know who brought me here. I don't know what will happen to me. I don't know if I will see Jungkook again. I don't know anything. I thought of not to make Jungkook again make me sob like I never did. I woke up with sounds voice coming outside the room. I can't make what they are speaking. They are speaking in some language that I don't know. Did I just fall asleep crying? How long did I sleep? Suddenly, the door opened and a man walked inside. He looks different, like Mexican. Is he the one who took me here? What does he need from me? Who are you? I asked, standing up. You look so pretty, kitten. The man said, I just felt nervous from the way he is speaking. That's disgusting. What do you want from me? I asked, backing away from him, and he started walking towards me. I want you so badly, he said, catching my face. I spat his hand away, glaring at that disgusting fake fisty. I like that kitten. He blew air on my face, standing back. If I did not feel like vomiting just now, then I completely feel like now. You took me here? I dare to ask. Not, but I will be the one that you belongs to from now, he said like it's casual thing. What the freak is he speaking? I will die before I let him touch me. Why we are flying to Mexico tomorrow, kitten, but I can't wait that long to taste you, he said, looking at me, pressing his lips. I quickly pulled my jacket closer to my body. Come on, get rid of the clothes from me, kitten, he said, leaning his back to the wall, crossing his hand. No, I said, keeping my coat close to my body. How about I do it for you? He walked to me. My heart started beating loud. In fear, he walked to me, tasting his lips in the most disgusting way I have ever seen. Put his hand on my jacket. Remove it. Stop, I yelled, pulling my jacket closer. But he is not stopping. Then I by his hand hard. Silly, he crushed, pushing me away. Hardly I fell on the drawers placed in front of the wall. A vase fell down from the top of the drawer. How dare you? He shouted, coming to me. He held my head and hit it to the drawers. I hit my forehead to it. That hurts like which. He pulled my head back, catching my hair, and dragged me to the bed. No, no, no. He threw me on the bed harshly. I shouted as my injured head hit the bed hardly. He is standing in front of the bed trying to remove his shirt button. I took that as a chance and jumped out of the bed to run towards the door. I took 2 steps towards the door. I felt something clenching my shirt, and then I was thrown to the wall. My arm hit the wall. I felt like I broke my arm for a second. That's how it hurts. I fell on the ground. I slowly stood up, clenching my arm. As soon as I stood up, resting my back to the wall, I saw him standing in front of me, locking my body between his hands. He leaned his face towards mine. I slapped him hard, using my all strength. The sound from the slap is so satisfying. I thought his cheeks fell off from his face. That would be funny if I was not in this situation. He walked away from me as the result of the slap. Then I tried to walk to the door again, but he catched my neck and hit my cheek hard. I cried when I felt a sharp pain on my cheek, but I did not care. I ran again. I should be out of here. I will die before I let him touch me. Then he catched me again. He pushed me to the wall and pinned my hands over my head. I used my legs to kick him. I did not let him touch me. I kept kicking him. Then he slapped me again. Tears flew out of my eyes. I gave up. My head is throbbing. My forehead was wet with red. My left arm is throbbing. He pinned my both hands. That made my arm hurt more. My cheeks are on fire. They are throbbing. I give up. I will probably die after this. If not, I will kill myself for sure. How can I show my face to Jungkook after this? That made my tears flow non-stop. I'm sorry, Jungkook. I'm sorry. I see you are finally giving up, kitten, he said once I stopped kicking. Stop crying now, kitten. I will make it less painful. I promise. He clenched. I choked on my sob. He put his hand on my waist, rubbing it. I feel like vomiting. I hate it. I cried more and more. I felt his hand on my wristband and up my pants. I hate it. I hate it. He tried to pull it. Then I started kicking my leg again. No, no, no. I shouted, kicking my leg. I felt myself rise into the air when I fell on the floor. Then the door opened. The person standing there is Jungkook. He is angry, so angry he looked deadly scary. But I'm not scared of him. I want to hug Jungkook. I want to be in his arms. I want to be away from this disgusting freak. I want to go home. My mother, you are dead. That's what Jungkook shouted. Before the man who hurt me tried to pull something, Jungkook pulled his trigger. He shot the man. He shot that disgusting freak who tried to force me. Jungkook, I choked on myself and used all my energy left in my body to pull myself up from the floor. Next second, I am in Jungkook's arm, my home. I am here, baby, I'm here. I felt his arm around me. I was so scared. I said, choking on my sobs. I could not breathe, but I pushed my face into Jungkook's chest. I want to be near to him. I want to feel safe, and he is the only one who can make me feel safe. Baby, Jungkook took my face in his hand. He picked little kisses all over my face and pulled my face to his chest again. As much as I wanted to be near him, my body is itching so badly I could not help but rest in pain. Jungkook pulled me back slowly. Oh, silly baby, I'm sorry. When I saw over Jungkook's shoulder, I saw that disgusting freak pointed weapon at us. He has hurt in his shoulder, but he is using the other hand to point the weapon at us. I saw a small weapon in Jungkook's hand, which he clenching carelessly. It may fall down on the ground at any time. I saw that freak put his finger into the trigger. Jungkook, I shouted, catching weapon from Jungkook's hand and pointed it at the freak, making Jungkook turn around. Jungkook did not waste a second to pull the trigger. With my hand over his on the weapon, the weapon shot into the heart of that disgusting freak. OMG, baby. Jungkook pulled me into a hug again and kissed my head. After a couple of minutes, come, let's go, Jungkook said, putting his jacket over my shoulder and was about to carry me. No, I can walk, I said sternly, pulling Jungkook's jacket near me. Then Jungkook said, not wanting to argue with me, he put an arm around my right shoulder, which is not harmed. Then we walk out of that house. I am almost clinging onto Jungkook, but Jungkook did not complain. He let me do whatever I wanted. Once I walk out, I saw man lying on the ground with hot and red all over. Did Jungkook do this for me? It's okay, Jungkook mumbled, kissing my head. Then I realized I am clutching to him harder than before. When I walk in the garden-like area, I saw Jimin Hyung putting ice pack to his boyfriend's jaw. They sat on the grass talking, living in their own world. I saw Jimin's boyfriend smiling. Then Jimin Hyung hit his boyfriend's shoulder with the ice pack on his boyfriend's bench in pain, but still laughing. Then they kissed. I can't help but bow at them. Then I saw the guy who likes red liquid, Minho, rubbing a little red liquid away from his boyfriend's face. His clothes have red liquid all over it, but he is concerned about the little red liquid on his boyfriend's face. When I saw clearly, then I realized the red liquid he had on his clothes does not belong to him. It is Minho, and that was his boyfriend Kai. Then I saw my father-in-laws talking to each other, bumping their shoulder like teenagers in love. Then their smile turned into worry once their eyes met with mine. They stood up from the couch to walk to us. Hey kid, are you okay? Appa Namjoon asked worriedly. To be honest, my body is itching, Appa Jun, I said to he frowned, then smiled widely. I have never seen him smile that wide. You did not stutter, Jane. Uncle Jane exclaimed and patted my head like I am a kid. I am not. I did not stutter. I smiled. I hissed in pain. He looked at me apologetically, but still smiling. Sorry, kid. Are you okay? Imogen asked, and Appa John joined him, looking at me and worried. They are concerned about me. That thought made me smile. Then my brother, with his boyfriend's walks to me, OMG, and was so worried. I felt Jimin Hyung hugged me lightly, trying not to hurt me. I'm okay, Hyung, don't worry, I assured, but I saw tears in my brother's eyes. I'm really okay, I said, hugging him again. He sniffed, pulling back from the hug and kissed my cheek, ruffling my hair. Then his boyfriend, Hobie, came patting my shoulder. So we are glad the little man, my best friend, is crazy about us already. Hobie said, smiling at Jungkook and Yoongi. Jimin's other boyfriend patted my head and smiled at me. I will take him to the hospital and then home. See you there. Jungkook said goodbye to his family. No, our family. Jungkook walked to us out of that dirty place with me clutching to him, hiding my face in his neck. I am happy I am in my lover's arms safely, and my family is waiting for me at home. Isn't it what I am waiting all these years? A family, care, love. I love you, baby, I heard Jungkook whisper into. He is almost reading my thoughts. I love you too. I love you more, Cookie. और माफिया boss of all. Then my lover clenched and I smiled, walking to hospital with him. The end. So everyone, this is end of this story. I hope you will enjoy it, and thanks a lot for loving this story and enjoying it. I will be back with a new Taekook story. So I'm gonna start upload every day, but the episode's length will be short because lengthy episodes I cannot upload every day. So yeah, and I also don't want to make you wait longer. So that is why I will upload every day, but the episodes will be shorter than this. So I hope you will love it. Okay, bye bye.